Hi, my name is Amy Stone, and I'm the owner of Stone Solutions Consulting. I've been hosting a series of do's and don'ts on new manager tips. This is part three and the last one of the series. And if you've been following me, you realize that not everybody or everybody should be in management and leading people. It is not easy. So we'll go ahead and get started. So coaching and counseling, the intent on this is to help the person. It's not about bringing up all of the bad. It's also bringing up some of the good and what they can do differently. So the intent is to help the person. You're either helping or you're hurting. And ask questions, seek to understand, and truly understand that there is a difference between asking a question and then questioning, which is something you really need to pay attention to, and we'll get into a little bit further here. And when it comes to difficult conversations, write it down, rehearse it, make sure you hear what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. If you're nervous, unsure, it will show. So the 80-20, I take a little bit different approach on the 80-20 approach. So it's thinking versus doing. So when I set up processes, I create it so 80% of the time you are doing, and then 20% of the time you are thinking. So as you are putting things together, make sure that it makes sense. Less is best. Break it down to the most simplest form. And so 20% should just be thinking, and then the rest of it should really just be doing. So the Swiss cheese, so you think about Swiss cheese, there's a lot of holes and a lot of things can fall through the cracks. So when you are talking to your team and you are talking and you hear the word think, should, might, maybe, you got to stop, because that right there is definitely a way to fail and fail quickly. So if you either know or you don't, and if you don't know, find out the answer. So 1 degree difference, there's degree difference between hot versus boiling. So 211 degrees versus 212. So if you think about making small changes to get to your end goal, that is ideal. So if you think about, if you're a basketball player and you're not making your free throws, commit to throwing an extra 10 free throws a day for 90 days. So then you throw another almost 1,000 free throws. You're increasing your chances of just making more. So remember, hot versus boiling is just a 1 degree difference. So communication is really important. And it's really important to understand that 10% of your communication is words, and then you got your tone, which is 30%, and then your body language, which is 60%. And your body language is the main way people communicate. So make sure that you keep yourself in check when you are talking to your teammates, and then also watch the body language of others. It'll tell you everything you need to know. My problem is I like to sit with my arms crossed. And so I realized that that is not, I don't look approachable and I look very standoffish. So I always have to keep myself in check when I am in my comfortable zone, which is crossing my arms, which is not good. So the art of delegation. Without delegating, you're not going to go very far in management and leadership. So if you think about a dog going as far as they can with a chain, that's what delegation is. If you're not delegating, that is the chain. You cannot go any further than what that chain allows you to go. So delegation is absolutely critical to your success and to what you do in leadership and management. So when I think about projects, I do the ABCs. So really, it's go over the project, make sure everybody understands what the deadline is, the quality, the resources, safety aspect of it, the budget. So all the things that matter for that project, and then assign it. Make sure that everybody that needs to know knows what's going on and knows what the parameters are. And then do the deadlines, check in, make sure things are where they need to be. Don't micromanage, but definitely check in and see how things are going. Succession planning, that is absolutely critical. If you haven't done it, you have to do it. So if you think about you or your star employee being out for 6 months with no contact, how's that going to go for you? Who's going to do the job and do it well? If you can't answer that question immediately, then succession planning is much needed and absolutely critical. Make sure that you always have somebody else trained to do the job. If you found this helpful, please tell others and like my video on YouTube and subscribe to Stone Solutions Consulting on channel and follow me on LinkedIn. Thank you and have a good day.